Let's go, man. If y'all follow my predictions, y'all saw that I was 10-1. We damn near sweep this whole card. Before I get into the card, I just want to go ahead and go through my bets and parlays and locks that I had mentioned in the last video. Let's go, man. Both the locks that I mentioned hit. So if you followed those, you did good. Also for the props, went 50-50. You know, and the green ones were the ones I was the most confident on because as you can see, I put them down here in my safety parlay. They were great parlay pieces to add if you want to increase your odds a little bit. But we also went 50-50 on the parlays, man. Cheeto, the only one that didn't hit in this parlay parlay right here was Shara under 2.5. I thought he could get the finish, but unfortunately he did not. He looked good with them kicks, man. He loves throwing those kicks, and he definitely outstruck Michael in that fight. Cheeto, he was a letdown, man. Thank God I almost cashed out my parlays with Figgy for Cheeto Vera, and thankfully I did not, bro. I felt like Cheeto's grappling would be a little bit better, you know, but it wasn't, thankfully. Figgy's striking, especially in the third round, bro. Figgy is the first person to ever drop Cheeto, man. I think low-key he just got a little bit off balance with the punch that was thrown. I don't think it hurt him at all. But Figgy literally the first person to drop Cheeto. That was impressive to see. I was so hyped. The only fight I was worried about in my parlays was Figgy because I was a little iffy about that. But Figgy showed he's that dog. I want to go ahead and show y'all the parlays that are about to hit. I just need the boxers for tonight to go down. As you can see, both these. It's going to be a great payout. Crawford and Cruz just need to, you know, lock it in for me, and I'll cash these parlays, man. But yeah, man, someone in TikTok comments, I post my picks on there too, and somebody was like, oh, you picked all the favorites. So, if they're going to win, why not pick the favorites, you feel me? And guess what? They won. 95% of them won. But a lot of the fights went to decision, which also I had guessed too. You know, I make my picks on Tapology as well, and I was pretty accurate on there. I want to start off by talking about Umar versus Cory, man. Cory won the first round. He had me scared for a second. The payout would have been higher if Cory won anyways because I hedged that fight. But, yo, Cory's takedown defense, best in the division. You can't tell me there's going to be a single fighter in that division who can defend those takedowns as good as Cory did, man. His scrambling was on point. He's definitely number 2 in that division, bro. He held his own great in that fight, but towards the later rounds, Umar really stepped it up in the striking department. I thought that Umar would not be able to last 5 rounds. I thought maybe he would get a little bit tired and Cory would edge the later rounds, but no. Umar got stronger as the rounds went on. So yeah, he's definitely championship material, man. He's fighting probably Sean O'Malley next because Sean O'Malley's gonna beat Merab, and yeah, it's gonna be tough for Sean to beat Umar. I'm telling you, man. His grappling advantage is so heavy on any fighter he's gonna face. It's just so hard to prepare for. As you can see, Cory was prepared for it, and he even struggled with it. But yeah, man, shout out Cory, he fought a good fight, and shout out Umar, man, the UFC's next champion. And I want to talk about Tony Ferguson as well. This dude half retired, bro, put 1 glove instead of 2. Like, that's a Tony Ferguson thing to do, for real, for real. Chiesa just looked way bigger in there. Chiesa's naturally a heavier 170-pounder, but Tony Ferguson had a bulk up, and he was all flabby in the stomach, bro. He looked terrible, slow, like, he wants to keep fighting, but bro just needs to retire. He has the biggest loss streak in the UFC right now. He was tied before with BJ Penn for 7, but now he's at 8 losses in a row, bro. He just needs to retire, accept his fate. I know he likes the UFC, but he just lost it. He's not the same guy. He needs to move on. Oh, I want to talk about the Joel Alvarez and Elves Brener fight. That one was a banger, bro. That everyone thought Elves Brener was gonna be that dog who makes the upset of the card. But no, I guessed it, bro. I was rewatching footage, and Alvarez, I was looking at Brenner's first fight, and I forget the guy who was fighting, but he was having a trouble closing the distance. And I knew Alvarez is good at keeping his distance, and I knew his striking was also just as good, if not better, than Brener's. And guess what? If we look at the strikes here, man, look at that, 95 to 45. Elvis Brener got fucking outclassed in every single way possible. And I found out, I didn't know Joel Alvarez has a 100% finish rate. Crazy impressive, man. He's going to be a lot of new people's favorite fighters. He's definitely going to be in the top 5, I think. I think he's a top 5 type of fighter. They fight at 155. Top 10 for sure. I'm not going to say top 5, but top 10 for sure, man. He is dangerous on his back, on the ground. He's got good hands. Good fight IQ. Uses elbows a lot. Like, sheesh, man. He's the truth. Azamat got that beautiful KO by Menfield. That was dope, man. I had a feeling Azamat was going to get a KO, but I wasn't sure. And he delivered, man. He's a good power puncher. I knew he was going to win, bro. He looked great in that fight. Yahya needs to get out of the UFC, man. That was a disgusting performance by him. You know, if you had Yahya win, you are tripping, bro. Shamil Gaziev, I thought he was going to get the finish, but he did not. He still dominated Mayes. All 3 rounds, man. He made it look easy. Shout out to Gaziev. He bounced back from that loss from his last fight. Guram versus Vucenic. Vucenic looked sharp in the first round, man. He looked good. But Guram, he got that experience. He got that dog in him. Came back. And, yeah, man. Guram looked really good in that fight. I'm happy he was able to bounce back after, like, his last loss. An example why I don't bet on women or pick them in general. Look at this, man. Upset, undefeated fighter. You would think she would mow down through Sam Hughes. Everyone knows Sam Hughes is tough. And look at that. She was able to put out a victory decision win, man. My only L on the card. I thought Bedoya would be able to win. But no, Herbert was able to get it done, man. Wait, every favorite on the card won now that I'm realizing it. That's crazy. Wow, that's impressive. That doesn't happen too often. And then we got Cedric Dumas. That was a terrible performance, man. He sucks. He is not UFC level. And Dennis Tuilillun, he sucks even more, man. He's 10-10 now. That's embarrassing. He should, they need to give him an easier fight or he's not going to win a fight. Dumas was the easiest fight of his life, probably. And he was not able to get that done. Dumas, he's just not impressive at all. He has no power. His grappling is mid. Everything about him is mid. As soon as he fights a little step up in competition, I'm betting against him. Just know that. But that's pretty much going to wrap up my video. If you're not in my Discord, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? As you can see, we're 135 members strong. Keep growing every single day. These are some of the bets that people in the Discord have won, man. We're all out here winning. Like I said, I went 10-1. It's a great place to give your picks, give your opinions if you're not sure about something. A lot of us in here know UFC, so we're just trying to help each other out, get some money. 100% free. Link in the description as always. And if you haven't already, leave a like on the video, man. It helps the channel grow. Go ahead, comment if you had any opinions, if you did just as good as me. If you hit any parlays, let me know. And go ahead and subscribe for me. With that being said, man, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.